Hello! Welcome back to another video, some of SE. You're probably wondering, GZ, why are you showing us SE again? For one reason. This. Okay, we're wondering, oh, GZ, what's this ship? It's not the last ships you've shown us before. Last ship, or whatever. That's because it's a special ship that SM wanted me to make. The Shadow of Death. Yeah. I've been working on this ship for quite a bit. And also this is supposed to be a surprise for SM. I say that as he's probably, when he, sees this, he's probably editing it. So you'll see all the glory of it. I can't really do much involving a review, besides just like a look around of the ship. Maybe next time I'll do a interior look, like one. If I were to do that though, you'd have to be a 3-parter or a 4-parter, because you know, not because the ship is absolutely fucking gigantic. I mean, it's big. It definitely is big. Like, I am a spec in comparison to this ship. But it's not that big. It's not the biggest thing I've made. That had to be another ship I've made before. Anyways, you might be wondering, GZ, what's the backstory of this? Hold on. Why is there high amounts of oxygen here? I'm in space. Hold on. Wait, what? Okay, weird. Might just be the shield mod. Whatever. The backstory of this is, it was in one of my universes that, you know, was only viewable to me and SM because it was on a Discord server, and, well, and that whole universe is over. It didn't really end very well, that we both have to say, because it kind of just went a bit, you know, odd that near the end. Anyways, like, if, and to explain it all, it would basically take me, like, way more time than I necessarily would have, so I'm just gonna cut it down short. Basically, my universe, this is the flagship of a nation called the Phantom Legion, which, a short little thing about them, they're basically, how am I going to explain this? They're basically, they're the reimagination of the SMR, which the SMR was basically, a group of people, or, you know, a nation, really, who was focused on vengeance. And, you know, after a whole gigantic war, which was literally named the Vengeance War, that same people, including the same leader, went into hiding on Mars. And then, for a while, then another war happened with the G-Order, which is basically, the good guys. And then there's another faction, again, story so long that it would literally take me an hour. Well, not an hour, but it would take too long. And, the Phantom Legion is basically like a cool, you know, like hiding in the shadows type, faction, where they basically, secretly supply the GO and all that stuff. And, this is their main flagship. As you can see, I'm just gonna do a fly round, and after that, the video will end, because just how big these videos can get, and make it impossible for me to send. I've explained that in, like, the past couple of videos. Anyways, flyby. Oh, also, I just now realized, you may be wondering why these really dark bits of just pure black here. These are just supposed to be thrusters. If you are a space engineers person in, like, Star Trek, you would recognize this as the, yep, that. And, also, yes, that is the most bright force field in the entire universe, besides, you know, it, though it is not as bright as the sun over there, but it's still equally as bright. Sorry for eye destruction. Thankfully, this ship is not glowing. Unlike, that one frigate I was showing you that one time. Yeah, also, you might be wondering what's going on with this rambout. If you look closely, there's these seams, and you may be wondering, what's all this about? As you can see, you know, you have hinges here. You have, little seams. Yeah, this opens up. Really cool. Yeah, also, this requires a lot of mods, just like, all my ships. And literally almost everything I make. Because, honestly, if it wasn't for modding, this game would not be as fun. Thank you, Keen, for... you know, actually, whatever. Yeah. If I were to list the mods, it would take me quite a bit, just for this thing. Hell, there's 7 mods for my newest ship, the, Verniler, which is actually in a completely different universe, if you're wondering. Yeah, hold on, I'm just gonna do some more flybys, and, you know, you can look at some of this stuff. Yeah, also, just a fun little fact, this ship is actually, the, design is inspired by the game Dreadnought. Basically, a space combat game. Think, you know, World of Tanks or whatever, but, you know, in space. And you're using big old battleships, but there is also, like, different stuff. Like, for example, you have, like, differing modifications, like, different weapons and stuff like that. Anyways, that's not the point. There's a ship that, you know, directly inspired this design and other ships I'm making recently, which is the destroyers and Jupiter arms in that game. Like, for example, the Trafalgar and Vigo. You'll definitely notice that with the triangular shape, which probably at first someone thought this was inspired by a Star Destroyer, when, you know, as I just said, it was not inspired by that. It was inspired by, like I said, Dreadnought. Yeah, you will definitely see the inspirations if you look at this ship and you played that game. Yeah, also, I'm not gonna do a fly on this thing. If I were to do that, it'd be like a 5th video on just on this ship. Because, you know, if I were to do a full review of the ship, it would literally take me an hour. It would take me an hour, because I'd be talking about all sorts of things. And also, like, you know, the ship's just that big. Also, I am releasing this on the Steam Workshop. Though I wouldn't suggest spawning this thing in if you don't have the best computer, or if you are gonna spawn it in, make sure you have a very clean world that doesn't have asteroids. Like, hell, I have a pretty good PC, and yet this is still tanking Space Engineers. Like, okay, that's not it. Yeah, 20 FPS. Yeah. Then again, to be fair, this is a heavily modded world, and this is quite a big planet, and there is asteroids, and also the geometry on that planet is a bit screwy because it kept blowing stuff up on it. Point is, there is other stuff that makes this lag a bunch, but just be careful with this thing. If you have, like very bad stuff, just Uh, keep in mind, this will lag. There's, like, your FPS is gonna for sure go down by a bunch. Anyways, that's enough of that. I hope you enjoyed the video. I have enjoyed actually making this thing. This thing is a fun design. Yeah. Also, I kind of miss actually designing ships like this, where, you know, spaceships. Though, the one part I do not like doing is publishing these ships because of all the mods. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed, hope you subscribed, do all the normal YouTube shenanigans. Bye-bye. Have a good time.